Hey guys, Max18363 here, and this is part 16, I think, of the F.E.A.R saga. Don't know, I'm starting to lose count a wee bit, to be honest. So yeah, as I speak, as we are recording this right now, pouring down with snow outside. It's actually quite rare that we get snow for 3 days in a row. Well, it's been kind of on and off, but most of the country's now under several inches of snow, including central Scotland, which is where I live. As a general rule of thumb, when it comes to the UK Isles, the further north you go, the more likely it is to snow. Where I am in central Scotland, generally we get a day or two of snow, maybe, in the winter, and then it all just melts and we're left with like a sheet of ice for about a week. So it's actually quite rare to have 3 days of constant snow. Which is rather good, makes a change from rain, I suppose. Yeah, rains a lot as well. We don't really see the sun an awful lot. So yeah, like I say, this is part 16, and well, I would like to say we'll be fighting some new enemies later, but we really won't. It's technically just reskinned clone soldiers. More specifically the ATC security forces. And they basically look all identical, you'll see what I mean when we get to them. At least with the clone soldiers there's a bit of variety in terms of their uniform and so on. It's actually a pretty good place to use the ASB rifle. We used it very briefly earlier. Features again in this level. And you actually get a little bit more ammunition this time. If you play your cards right, there's about 120, 130 rounds to work with, which is actually a little better, so you get a decent firefight or two out of it. I wouldn't say it's essential to use the weapon, but first half of this level kind of features mainly on rooftops. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to make out the enemies sometimes, so ASP's scope comes in very useful here. point man makes blasting that shotgun look so easy. I saw this somewhat hilarious clip yesterday. Well, I found it funny. It was basically a clip, it was on YouTube, of this kind of blonde wifey firing this 50 caliber, well, a Desert Eagle basically, fires a big 50 Action Express round. It's like a mini cannon, and the recoil on that thing was unbelievable. It just about took her face off, literally. You know, she took aim with this gun, pulled the trigger, and the recoil just pretty much punched herself in the face. It was brilliant. There's another clip as well where there's young guys, you know, his first ever time firing a rifle, and he's kind of in the standing position. He takes aim on his rifle and he pulls the trigger, and the recoil literally just bowls him right over. It was a hilarious one. But it just goes to show that these guns do actually have one hell of a kick. They do actually have quite a recoil. In reality, it's quite difficult to use a firearm without training.
The company spokesperson has confirmed that many employees were still at work when the situation first erupted. No word yet on the welfare of those inside. Since it was founded in 1964, F.E.A.R Technology Corporation has become a leading aerospace defense contractor, with revenues approaching $8 billion and almost 60,000 employees worldwide. The company specializes in satellite technologies, ground-based communications, and advanced weapon systems.
So we're about to deal with the ATC forces I was talking about now.
We're taking fire! Get us the hell out of here! What's happening? Victims down! Repeat, victims down! That was ATC security. Are you sure? Oh yeah, I'm sure. Friendly fire? Didn't feel very friendly to me. I think that they were deliberately targeting Bishop. What the fuck is ATC doing? Guess they didn't trust him to keep his mouth shut about something. You're wrong.
Generally find it's a good idea to just hang back a bit here, because a lot of the ATC also have the same rifle that that I'm using right now, and if they get a bead on you, it can really hurt your armour. So it's a good idea to just sort of stay in cover until you can get the drop on them.
Grenade!
Another nice grenade throw, if I may say so, which I do.
This way!
Yeah, I suppose I'll just quickly finish the point I was making. I mean, obviously games need to strike a balance between being authentic and realistic, and with that being said, F.E.A.R's combat engine is still, even 5 years on, it's still exhilarating, and I still think it's really good. Even though, I mean, I'm not an army person, I've never been in the army, I've never fired a real gun. So obviously I don't know what it's really like, and I hope I never have to find out, but, you know, I'm still a bit of a military enthusiast, quite into history, like World War II history and stuff. And I sometimes wonder if it's something that games sometimes, like your Call of Duties and stuff, they kind of struggle to capture that a bit, like the fact that firearms are actually quite tricky things to handle without proper training. You know, you can't just sit on a hill somewhere and pop off 20 headshots in a row.
Good work. Marley's men are still looking for the Wade girl. So see if you can locate Ian Hives.
Will do.
But then again, I suppose if they go overboard with it, then it kind of stops being fun, and it is, after all, a game, not a military sim, unless you're playing... Unless you're playing Operation Flashpoint or something like that, in which case it doesn't really matter. Played that once. That's hardcore, that game. And yeah, the shotgun pretty much mopped those guys up. So yeah, I guess that's all I've got for this vid. So yeah, till the next time.